Hey everybody, it's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. I have just a few minutes before I leave to go to work, and I thought I would give you a little flip through of the current art journal I'm working in. I made this just a few days ago, and there's a video showing how I made this. I will be sure and link that video. Beads were on sale at Michael's a while back, so I bought the butterfly beads and put all of them onto the spine with safety pins. I love doing this. And let me just go ahead and tell you, I'm so excited. I've started to hear from some of you about receiving your copy of Art Journaling Magazine by Stampington, which will hit the newsstands soon. And I think those of you who subscribe are starting to get your copy. I have an article and a journal in this edition. So I'm so excited. I'm very honored and very humbled to have anything in that magazine. I've been buying those magazines for years, all different types of magazines, the doll making magazines. I love Somerset Studio. I love, Where She Creates, which I think the name of that has been changed a little bit, but they've just continued to add wonderful content to their variety of magazines. Anyway, so just a variety of beads, butterfly beads, and then some of the colorful ones here. This journal, and I still need to add something here, so don't look at that. This journal is going to end up with a lot of stuff and junk. It's also an art journal, and that's the reason I made it with heavy art paper. Now, these journals, when they're made like this, are pretty good about just fanning open and being easy to work with, and I am not precious with journals. It's not too precious to work in. I'm kind of rough on things like this. I want it to hold up to working in. Let me grab a box back here, a cigar box. And I'm just gonna lay that under this side so that is standing up a little bit. But I've been working in this just as an art journal. I've been using my watercolor, the NeoColor II crayons, and I've used regular watercolors. I've used some Sharpies, of course my very cheap R2 roller balls, the Jelly Roll gel pens. Now recently got a new white gel pen. I can't remember the brand, but I love it. It's actually in my art bag in my element. So, and let's see, this is ink. This is the NeoColor IIs and different ink pens and the Jelly Roll. And I'm just continuing to learn and to decide what art supplies I love the best. Coffee is my favorite time of day. You can see the tiny little bird there. And I will go back and add to these pages. Right now, I've just started putting color down. Ooh, I love this. So this is a tool that I bought to go with my Sculpey clay. And you can roll this through the clay and make, impressions and then bake it, and you have that. And I use this for the clay, but I also found that it makes a beautiful mark if you put it in ink and then just run it right across the page. So let's try that on a page. Let's do this one. You can see I've been working, just practicing. Isn't that so adorable? Oh my gosh. So again, that was a Sculpey tool. I don't know if you can really even buy those anymore. Gracie, I bet you have some of those if you work with clay. I don't see as many things like that as I used to. Okay, let me put that away. Don't count the days, make the days count. That's a familiar quote to probably many of us. I remember I told you I was going to put some faces in because I love practicing faces. This is mostly just sketching pencils and a little bit of watercolor. And then I put a journal entry in and then did art over the top of it, just to kind of hide the entry and also just for the layers. She's kind of wild looking, but that's okay. And then this is the white gel pen that's new. I'm not done with this page. Sometimes I just sit and doodle while Jason and I are watching. We recently caught up on Hell's Kitchen. We had not seen any of the episodes. I didn't realize there was a new season out. So we've caught up and we're waiting for the next one to come out. There's the word endure. What did I put here? Love what you have, keep what you love. I'm also continuing to clean out and getting rid of things that I don't use. I feel like I'm to a point with my art where I want things that work a little better. I mean, all of us are worth more. And I don't want that to sound condescending, and I don't want it to sound snobbish. It's not. Let me show you. So these are all Artist Loft watercolors. I have loved these. I have used these so much. But lately I have found out that I like some other brands better for how smoothly they go on, for how they blend with other mediums. You know what? It's time to pay attention to the watercolors that I like the best, the watercolor pencils, I mean, and to invest in those instead of having, you know, something that is not working for maybe a new technique I have found or something I want to try. That's all I mean by that. I'm fabulous, so are you. And I like her. I like the way she turned out. And it's interesting. Oh, I wanted to cut some of the quilt off of this page. It's interesting because when I first started working on her face, I felt like I had completely messed her up, and I just kept scribbling and I kept adding lines and color, and I like her. I really like her a lot. I'm probably going to put some words on this page. Haven't done anything there yet. You can see one of the safety pins I've added. Not anything there. I love this. So Mary, you can barely see it, but one of the notes that you sent to me, I collaged it onto a page and began putting layers on, and the goal was to have the writing show through. And obviously I need to improve my technique a little bit because I covered it up too much, and I think it disappeared even more as my layers of acrylic and watercolor dried. But you can see little bits of writing under there, and it's the little letter you put in with that wonderful package you sent to me. And I want you to tell your wonderful grandson again how much I love everything. I'm planning to show the angel wings soon. I just haven't gotten around to it because I've been so busy with work. I said yesterday by the end of the day that I felt like my head was spinning because I have to deal with online orders as well as training for my job in the store, and it's just busy. Anyway, I apologize that I haven't gotten that up yet. And that may be the end. Stay the course. That may be the end of what I've done as far as any art pages. Yeah, so there's a lot more work to be done in here. I love the way these turned out. It looks like one of those, you know, when the butterflies start to all land together. Is it the monarchs that do that? I can't remember. It seems like it might be. But, you know, they're just everywhere. I just love that mass of butterflies on the spine. And the mess here with all the threads, the safety pins. Okay, I gotta go to work. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you really soon. Bye for now.